Hi everyone, welcome back to Sri Sampath Vinayaka Learn Easy channel. Today we are going to discuss the RGUKT set 2020. Okay, now we are going to discuss the last year's exam paper. Okay, in that the first bit is express 0.358 bar as a rational number. For that I am going to explain you a small trick. One see that. Write the given decimal without decimal and bar. Okay, that is 358. From that, okay, subtract the value which is not under that bar. That is 3 only. Okay, 03 means 3 only, no? So that's why I am subtracting that. And write the by and write the equal number of nines which are under the bar. Okay, now under the bar here I am having 2 digits. So I am going to write 2 nines here. Okay, then after the decimal, how many digits are not with the bar we have to count. After decimal I am having only 1 digit without bar. So I have to keep that many zeros besides that 99. Okay, this is the shortcut method to solve this one. So 355 by 990 it is. This is our answer. For example, one more question I am going to give you. See, 7.002 bar. Let us suppose this is the question. Okay, for that what we are going to do means, first we have to write the number without decimal and bar. Then after we are going to subtract the value which is not under the bar. Okay, next I have to keep the nines equivalent to the digits under bar. Here I am having only 1 digit under the bar, so I am going to keep 1 9. After decimal, after decimal, how many digits are there without bar? 2 digits. So I have to keep 2 zeros here. This is my answer. Okay, like this we are going to solve. Now, coming to that second one, which of the following is a false statement is asking. Okay, see, every fraction is a rational number. Okay, he is saying every fraction is a rational number. Yes, every fraction is rational number, that's correct. Before that you have to know what is fraction. Fraction means the numbers which are in the form of a by b, and this a comma b both are natural numbers. If a comma b both are natural numbers, then only it is said to be a fraction. Okay, rational number means the numbers which are in the form of a by b and a comma b are integers and that b not equal to 0. That is rational number. Okay. But fraction means the numbers which are in the form of a by b and that a comma b are natural numbers. Because of that, every fraction is a rational number. We have to agree. Every rational number is a fraction. But this is a false statement. Why? Because here we said fraction means something by something and those two values are of natural numbers. See, every rational number is saying, let us take minus 2 by 3 is a rational number. This is a rational number, but it is not a fraction. Why? Because see, in a fraction both numerator and denominator must be natural numbers. But here the numerator is a integer. Because of that, this statement is actually false. No, every integer is a rational number, we know that. Okay, and 0 is also a rational number. So these three are correct and the second one is false. So this is our answer. Okay, remember this one. Now, if n is a natural number, then 9 power 2n minus 4 power 2n is always divisible by which number is asking. Okay, see, here just substitute the natural number values here. If I am going to substitute n is equal to 1 here, then it is 9 square minus 4 square. 9 square minus 4 square means it is 81 minus 16. Okay, 11 minus 6 means it is 5. 7 minus 1 means 6. 65. Here I obtained 65. See, this 65 is divisible by 5. Okay, now is this is divisible by 15? Is the 65 is there in that 15 table? No. So it is divisible only by 5. Okay, na? So see, here the options are 5, 15, 15 and 5, only 15. So here the 5 is our answer. You have to substitute the value, 1 or 2 values. If you want to check ma, no problem. Okay na? So 5 is going to divide that 9 power 2n minus 4 power of 2n. See ma, log 1 plus log 1 by 2 plus log 2 by 3 plus so on plus log 99 by 100 plus log 100 he has to give. But here we missed the by symbol. Okay, clear ma? According to these answers we have to keep by there. Okay, see ma, log a plus log b plus log c plus so on it is. We know that log a plus log b plus log c plus so on is going to be expressed as log a into b into c into so on. So if I am going to see ma, if I am going to multiply all these values, log 1 into 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 into 99 so on, 99 by 100 into 100 we are going to get. Okay, while cancelling all the values, see ma, here this 1 and 1 cancels, 2 and 2 cancels, 3 and 3 cancels, and this 99, 99, 100 and 100 are going to be cancelled. At last you are going to get log 1. We know the value of log 1, its value is log 1 by 1 into 1 by 2 into, okay, 2 by 3 into so on, 100 by 100 by 1 mark. So see, here these values are going to be cancels. Lastly I am going to get log 1. Log 1 is nothing but 0 mark. Okay, for the question we have to keep by here. Okay, now in the second one, that means fifth one, if x says that x is a prime number less than 20. Okay, so we have to write the prime numbers less than 20. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. These are under the set A. Coming to this set B, x says that x is a whole number and that x is less than 10 mark. X is less than 10 means we are going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Less than 10 no ma? 10 is not going to be included here. See, now see, here we have to find a minus b intersection b minus a. Let us write what is a minus b. While doing a minus b, firstly I have to remove the common elements ma. So 2, 3, 5, 7 are going to be removed. The values which were left here, common elements we have to remove means here also we have to take out those values ma. Okay, see, only the values which were left in the a are known as a minus b, and only the values which were left in the b are known as b minus a. See, here a we are having 11, 12, 17, 19. That is a minus b. That means these values are a minus b. And the values which were left in b are known as b minus a. 0, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. So by taking intersection of those two sets, nothing is there in the common values. So that is going to be pi. No element is common in that. Because of that, its intersection value is pi. Now, which of the following is not true? Okay, that means we have to select a false statement. See, if A is subset to B, then number of A1 and B is equal to number of B. As we know that if A is subset to B, all the elements of A are in B. That means B is the bigger set. So B is the bigger set means A1 and B. If I am going to find A1 and B, definitely I am going to get B. So number of A1 and B is equal to number of B. Here it is true. Next, coming to this. If A is subset to B, then A minus B is equal to 5 is saying, see ma, all the elements of A are there in B. If I am going to take A minus B, all the elements of A are going to have in B, no? So by cancelling the common values of A and B, everything in the A are going to be cancelled. Nothing is left in A. We have to consider the values which were left in A as A minus B. So here in A, no element is left. Because of that, A minus B is equal to 5. So this statement is also correct. Now coming to this, if A is subset to B, then here he is saying A intersection B is equal to 5. This is the false statement. Why? Because if A is subset to B means all the elements of A are there in B. So A and B are having the common elements as the elements in A. So that's why here A intersection B is equal to, I have to get A. But here is given as 5. So this is the false statement. Once check that last statement also. If A is subset to B, then A intersection B is equal to A, as we said here. Okay, the same statement here he gave. So this is C is our answer. Okay. Now, if A is equal to 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to 3, 4, 5, then which of the following is true? See ma. A minus B means C. Here we have to remove the common elements from both the sets. 3 and 4 are removed. A minus B means I already told you to write the elements which were left in A. So here A minus B is equal to A. B minus A means the elements left in B. B minus A is equal to 5. Now, A union B minus A intersection B. Okay, A union B minus A intersection B means sigma. A union B minus A intersection B is nothing but A minus B sigma union B minus A. Why? Because we know the formula. This is the symmetric difference of the sets. Okay, so A minus B is this, B minus A is this. So union of these two gives us 2, 5. So it is also correct. So this is correct, this is correct, and this C is also correct. So all the above are correct. So our answer is this D1. Okay, now if the zeros of the polynomial x cube plus x square minus 9x minus 9 are 3 and minus 3. As we know that it is a cubic polynomial, it must have 3 zeros. Out of those 3 zeros, 2 zeros are given. Now he is asking us to find the third zero. Okay, it's very easy ma. How? How means the sum of the zeros of a polynomial, we know that, okay, that is minus b by a. So let us suppose the third zero as gamma ma. Firstly write alpha plus beta plus gamma. Sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to also 1. So alpha means let us consider 3, beta means 3, gamma means let gamma only. Minus b means 1 by a means 1. So here it is 0 ma. Then gamma is equal to minus 1. Okay. So the third 0 is equal to minus 1 ma. Now see ma. If alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of the polynomial 5x cube plus 2x square minus 3x plus 50. That means for the cubic polynomial, alpha, beta, gamma are given as zeros. Okay, now he is asking you to check which of the following are true. We know that sum of the zeros is going to be calculated by using this trick ma, right? All the plus, minus, Alternatively, you have to use these plus minus symbols ma. After writing those plus minus symbols, you have to write that sum of the zeros means this product of these two symbols ma. Plus minus into plus minus 2 by 5. Okay. So here see ma. Sum of the zeros minus 2 by 5 is correct only. Okay. Sum of the product of two zeros. Okay, product of two zeros and their sum gives us, okay, plus into minus 3 by 5. So this is also correct. Okay, but he asked us to find which is not true. Okay, this is true and this is true. Coming to this alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma means minus 50 by 5, that is minus 10. This is also true. Now the fourth option is alpha, beta, gamma by alpha plus beta plus gamma. We got the alpha, beta, gamma as minus 10 and alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus 2 by 5 ma. So once calculate that minus 10 by minus 2 by 5. Okay, minus and minus are going to be cancelled. 10 into it is 5 by 2. 2 1s are 2 5s are. Okay, 5 5s are 25 I have to get. But here he gave minus 20. So it's wrong. Okay, Nama. So the correct answer is option D. Actually, that's not correct. Okay. Now, see ma, here he gave two statements, assertion and reason ma. Okay, now in this, sum of the zeros of x square minus 2x minus 8 is 2 he said. Okay, once check the sum of the zeros means minus b by a. Minus b by a. Minus b means it is 2, a means 1. So that is 2. So assertion is correct. Coming to the reason, if alpha beta are zeros of ax square plus bx plus c, then sum of the zeros is minus b by a. But here he gave c by a, so it's wrong. So that means assertion is correct, reason is wrong. Understand ma? We have to choose that option in the given options. See, here in this 11th bit, he asked us to choose the graph which is not passing through the origin. See, this is passing through the origin, this is also passing through the origin, this is also passing through the origin. The option D, graph is not passes through the origin. So that's our answer. See, here he is asking you to match the given bit. Here see, 3x minus y is equal to 1, 6x minus 2y is equal to 15 is a pair of equations. So in that pair we have to check the condition. That is, for the first bit, 3 by 6, a1 by a2. This is minus 1 by minus 2. Okay, and that is 1 by 15. These are the three ratios. See here 3 by 6 means it is 1 by 2, it is also 1 by 2, and this is not equal to 1 by 2. That means here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. That means it indicates parallel lines. Now, coming to this second one, I am going to write its ratio C. 4 by 12, 6 by 18, 7 by 21. Okay, once we are going to check their ratios. 4 by 12 means it is 1 by 3. It is also 1 by 3. It is also 1 by 3. All the ratios are same. So, this system indicates coincident lines. Now, coming to this one, third one, here see that is 4 by 8, 7 by 10 and 3 by 1. Here these two ratios are not same. So definitely it indicates intersecting lines. Understand ma? See. So we have to choose the option which is having 1 mapped to R, 2 mapped to P and 3 mapped to Q ma. See ma? Divide 62 into 2 parts such that 1/4 of the first part and 2/5 of the second part are in the ratio 2:3. Okay, this bit can be explained in two different methods. First method, as it is a bit, I am going to suggest you to check it by optionals. Okay, here the options see. Let us suppose these are the two parts. Okay, its sum must be 62. So sum these two, definitely these two sum is 62. The second condition is 1/4 of the first one. Here 1/4 of the first means 24 by 4. That is 6 is to 2/5 of 38. Okay. It is not going to satisfy the condition 2:3. Now here also the sum is 62. So 1/4 of 32 is to 2/5 of 30. Must give 2:3. Let us check it. 8 jar. That means 8 is to 5 jar, 6 jar, 12. Okay, that means 4 2s are 4 3s are 2:3. So this pair is satisfying the given condition. So that's why the answer is this. If the question is asked for bit, okay, then go by optional checking is also correct. So A, B, both A and B is our option. Okay, so remember this. If the sum of the roots of this quadratic equation is equal to the product of roots is set. What is the sum of zeros here? Minus b by a. That is minus 2k plus 1 by 3 is equal to product of zeros means c by a. C by a means k plus 5 is here c. C by a means 3. This 3 and 3 are going to be cancelled and this minus and minus are going to be cancelled. By this, bring back the k. So k is equal to 4. K is equal to 4 is our option. Here he gave some quadratic equations and nature of the roots are given. Nature of the roots are described by the help of discriminant. We know that discriminant is equal to delta b, or delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay, so if this b square minus delta is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. If delta is greater than 0 and perfect square, real, distinct and rational. Here delta is greater than 0 and not a perfect square. Not a perfect square. Real, distinct and irrational. If delta is less than 0, imaginary or not real. So, see ma, these are the 4 conditions we are going to check by calculating the discriminant value. Here in this equation 1, what is delta ma? For that equation 1, delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. See ma, b square minus 4ac. What is b? Minus 7. What is a? 2. What is c? 5. See ma, it is 49 minus 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40. That is equal to 9. 9 means it is 3 square. So here delta is greater than 0 and a perfect square. This one more. It is real, distinct and rational. So its roots are real, distinct and rational. We are going to match. Now coming to that second one. We are going to calculate the second one's discriminant. Here b square minus 4ac. What is b here? Minus 2 root 6. A means 3. C means 2. See, minus 2 whole square means 4 into 6 it is. Minus 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. 24 are going to be cancelled. Here the discriminant value is 0. So its roots are real and equal. So its roots are real and equal. Okay. Now coming to this third one here, delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is b ma? Minus 10. 4a means 9. C means 15. C ma. Here it is 100. 100 minus. So C ma. 15 4s are 60. 6 9s are 54. 540. That is minus 440. It is less than 0. So its roots are imaginary. Okay. Now the rest of the one is this one ma. If you want to calculate, once calculate your delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay, what is b ma? 2 root 2. 4a means root 3. C means minus 2 root 3. C, it is 2 square means 4. 4 into 2 minus. Okay, minus into minus plus it is 4. 4 2s are 8 into 3. So see, it is 8 plus 24, that is equal to 32. It is greater than 0 but not a perfect square. Okay, this 32 is greater than 0. Okay, and it's not a perfect square. So here we are going to choose the option C. If the product of two consecutive natural numbers is 600, then those numbers are is asking. Again, this is also going to be explained in two different methods. As it is a bit better, check the answer by options. Okay, see, the product of these two is 600 or not. Okay, and those two are consecutive or not, we have to check. See, consecutive in the sense the adjacent numbers. The consecutive number of 2 is 3. Okay, or 1. Consecutive number of 5 is 6 or 4. Like that, if the two numbers are adjacent numbers, then those are known as consecutive numbers. So here see, here the product of 20 and 30 gives us 600, but these two are not consecutive. So this is not our option. See, here also again 35, 36. We have to check whether the product gives 600 or not. 35 into 36. So, see, 6 5s are 30. Okay, now 6 3s are 18 plus 3, 21. 3 5s are 15 and 3 3s are 9 plus that one, 10. So it is not going to be 600. So that's why I am not going to take the option B also. It is false. It is also false. Now see, I am going to check this 26 and 25. So 26 into 25 means 25 6 are, we know that 150. 25 2s are 50. 50 in this 15 65. This is also not equal to 600. So even though these are consecutive integers, it's wrong. Now 24 into 25. 24 into 25. 25 4s are 100. 25 2s are 50 plus 10 60 600. So this pair is our required answer. Optional checking is one method. And another one is SEMA. Here he said the consecutive integers product. Let us take one integer is x, another integer is x plus 1. That is equal to 600. Now SEMA. From the bits 18 to 25, we are going to use these instructions. I wrote the assertion as A, reason as R. So if both assertion and reason are true and R is, this reason is the correct explanation of this assertion. So I am going to choose the option A. And both the A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A, then I am going to choose B. See, A is true, R is false. Then I am going to choose option C. D. A is false, R is true. Okay, for that C, for the first bit 18th one is 8th term of the AP is minus 2 is said. Find the 8th term here. What is A here, ma? A is equal to 18. Common difference D is equal to minus 4. Why? Because 14 minus 18. 8th term means A8 is equal to A plus 7D. So see, ma, A means 18 plus 7 into minus 4. So 18 minus 28, that is equal to minus 10 I have to get. But here he said A is 8th term of this is minus 2. So A is false. A is false, then definitely R is true. So here we are going to choose the option D for 18th bit. Okay now. Next 19th one, Sima. Here if two tangents are drawn to a circle from an external point, then the tangent segments subtend equal angles at the center. This is right, ma. For that I am going to draw the circle. Okay, and let us suppose I am drawing tangents from this external point to this circle. Okay, ma. See. So this is the tangent segment. This is O, this is P, this is A, this is B. Okay, this BP and AP are the tangent segments. These are going to subtend the angles, these angles at the center, and these two angles are equal. Why? Because we know that these two triangles are congruent triangles, then these two angles are equal. Okay, so this is true. Next, a parallelogram inscribed in a circle is a rhombus. We know that a parallelogram never be inscribed in a circle. If a parallelogram is inscribed, then it becomes a rectangle. Okay. So here he said the parallelogram inscribed in a circle is rhombus. So that is false. That means A is true. Okay, now A is true means again I am going to write option C here. See, here the probability of winning a game is 8 by 15. Then the probability of losing the game is 7 by 15. Yes, ma, this is correct. Why? Because probability of winning, if we know, then probability of losing is going to be calculated by using 1 minus of that winning probability. So 1 minus 8 by 15 is nothing but 7 by 15. Okay. So the assertion is right. Now for any event E, we have probability of E plus probability of not E is equal to 1. Yes. So that is also correct. So A and R are correct, and this reason is okay, correct explanation of this one, ma. So here we are going to choose the option A. Okay, if the points A, O, C are collinear, then 2A is equal to B is saying. Okay, collinear in the sense the area of the triangle is 0. Okay, now, and slopes of AO is equal to CO. AO slope means sima y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is 2 by 1 as slope. Here the slope is b minus 0 by a minus 0 is equal to b by a. So that is 2a is equal to b. So that is 2a is equal to b is the correct one. See ma, slope of AO means y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 ma. Here the slope is 2 by 1. Here OC slope is again see ma, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is b by a. Those two slopes are equal. Why? Because AOC are collinear set. Okay, that is 2a is equal to b by this. And area of the triangle formed by the three collinear points is 0. Okay, nama. So by using this, we are going to solve this also. Okay, equalizing the area of the triangle equal to 0, we are going to get 2a is equal to b. So this reason is the correct explanation of A. So here also we are going to take the option A. Choose that option A. If the circumference of the two circles are in ratio 2:3, then the ratio of their areas is 4:9. Yes, it is correct. Why? Because see ma, we know that two circles are similar figures. Okay, now in the similar figures, if we know the ratio of the sides, then the ratio of their areas are square of the sides ma. So see, here the sides are in the ratio. Sides are nothing but radius here. So R1 by R2 is equal to 2:3. Then their areas is equal to, areas ratio is equal to R1 square by R2 square. That is 2 square by 3 square ma. Nothing but 4 by 9. So this is right. The circumference of the circle of radius R is 2 pi R. Yes, it is 2 pi R. It is correct. Reason? This statement reason is also correct. But this reason is not the correct explanation of this. Okay. Because of that, see ma, we are going to choose the option B. Why? Because these two are true, but this is not the correct explanation for that. So here we are going to choose option B. Okay, now see ma, CSA of a cone with radius R is equal to 3 centimeters, height is equal to 4 centimeters is 15 pi centimeters square. Once we are going to find the CSA of the cone. For finding CSA of the cone, we need to find L value ma. Why? Because CSA of the cone is pi r L. Okay, for calculating pi r L, we gave the R and H values as 3, 4 ma. If R is 3, H is 4, then L is equal to 5. Why? Because it is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so that is pi only, as it is leave pi only ma. Pi into R and 3. L means 5. 15 pi. So this is correct. Okay, now volume of a cone is equal to pi r square h. Okay, this is also correct. Both are true, but these are not the explanation of each other. So that's why here you are going to choose the option B ma. C ma. Probability of getting a number less than 1 while rolling a die is 1 by 6 he gave. Okay, while rolling a die, the sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ma. Okay, I have to obtain a number less than 1 on the face of the die. We know that the numbers are starts from 1. So less than 1 is not possible. So its probability is actually 0. But here he gave 1 by 6. So that's why it is wrong. The probability of an impossible event is 0. It's correct. So A is false, R is true. So that's why here the option is D ma. Now see 25th one. A is given as root 8 is an irrational number. We know that root 8 is an irrational number because under the root the value which we are having is not a perfect square. Because of that, root 8 is an irrational number. Reason is given that if m is a natural number which is not a perfect square, then root m is irrational. So yes, that's correct. Okay, that means this reason is the correct explanation of A. That means assertion. So here the option is we are going to choose as A. Okay, Nama? So these are the first 25 bits. We are going to discuss the next 25 bits in the next video, ma. Okay, keep practicing the bits of different chapters. Then you are going to get a good rank definitely, ma. Okay, all the best, ma.